Okay, so a little bit of my background. I've been teaching art of living courses for more than 2 decades now, and as far as my educational background is concerned, I'm a BTech uh, in electrical engineering and an MBA in finance. Uh, and primarily, I am a numbers guy. At the same time, uh, I firmly believe in, one thing about myself that, okay, whatever I put my effort in, that'll happen. So I don't, it's not that I don't believe in astrology, I believe in it fully. But I feel that, okay, I'm bigger than that. I can take care of whatever is happening with my effort. That's how my mindset is. And so I don't want to get conditioned by somebody telling me this is going to happen and this is not going to happen in your life. Okay. So I have this one what do you say, confidence about myself or whatever, my own belief system that I'm like this. Okay. So therefore, I have never really bothered to learn astrology. Anyone who would ever see my chart would say you should learn astrology. And हाँ, ठीक है. you know, so that's it. All right. Nothing more than that. The only thing you can say close to astrology I've ever touched is when I was in school, I read this Linda Goodman sun sign. And I had become quite good at predicting people's sun signs, Ocha, this person must be a Leo, this person must be this. And I used to like it because it is more about, the personality, not to do with what is going to happen in your life and all that stuff. And so that is my, you can say, background or mindset as far as astrology is been, was my mindset. Okay. Plus, when I would see people saying, okay, this is the remedy, you do that. And I mean, kind of scares people out. And people, I would somehow not very much be for it, that thinking there could be easier ways to do. And anyways, Gurudev has always said, meditate and that's it. And that's good enough. Meditate, do seva and pray to Gurudev and sorted. Everything is sorted. And it's like, there's nothing more complicated needed than it. Everyone else also, you can just do this. And why do you want to do all the other mumbo jumbo? So that's how it is. And I mean, I have certain difficult times going on since many years, but again, then it is more like Gurudev. I'll just pray to Gurudev and that's enough. Okay. And the only time probably I actually got somebody to see my chart where professionally is again when Khurshid recommended our I forgot his name. He's in the class, right? So I had him see my chart, and then he also said you should learn astrology. Again, same thing. Okay, but then when Dinesh called and he said you should, this course is happening. Babu had anyway said Dinesh is learning astrology. And it's very good wherever he is learning from. When Dinesh called, of course, I had to join them. There's no two ways about it. So now it was about, okay, the course is at 4:30 in the morning, 4:30. So I started sleeping early. So I can start, waking up at 4:30 in the morning because 10:30 looks like I thought I wouldn't be able to do it because I had other plans for the day invariably. And that 4:30 didn't work out. Then I decided, chalo, 10:30 wala hi karenge. And without missing any class. And so now coming to how these classes have been, you know, one is I think because the batch was so good, the teachers were so good, I felt like I was in school. I thoroughly enjoyed. I was like a totally sincere student, wanting to attend every single class, wanting to make notes, wanting to ask questions. All right, so lots and lots of fun. So that is something which I've always liked. Classroom environment. I have never. I mean, there are people who not don't like classroom environment. I have always loved it. Other than maybe at IIT Bombay, you know. Everywhere else, I loved it. So, so coming back to classroom itself was amazing, and then we would have not one teacher but three teachers teaching us, and then ALP Guruji would come in, and so that whole thing was, okay, what today kind of thing, with every class. Plus, the pace of the class was amazing. It was not too fast. It was again like school, wherein you get ample time to understand things and even though you're understanding things faster enough, you still want to keep it slow because when you make it fast, then you kind of it doesn't register inside. So that pace was good, and so making notes, writing it again, all that was a lot of involvement, at the same time fun as well. And so that way, if the classes were to continue, wherein we're just learning new concepts, for me, I could just continue months together, no problem. All right. And now coming to how my perspective has changed, or what I have been able to achieve, having learned whatever I learned. Uh, so I saw five charts. That's it. When I say five charts, I met five people. They came to me. I sat with them 1 2 hours, listened to them, and all these five people, by the end of it, had very different mindset about their life. Like, there was one girl, she would have probably divorced her husband. So I looked at the chart, said a few things, and now she says everything is perfectly all right. She was already thinking of somebody. She had somebody in her mind, and all that. She was already thinking, there's no charm left, she would say, in this life, in this married life. I don't know whatever I saw in the chart. I said a few things. One thing is, I somehow don't feel like seeing too many things in the chart. If something clicks, that's enough. I would just kind of, look. And so somewhere I feel that some intuition works. So that was one thing which helped, right? That lady. Second was another guy who was into, uh, you know, what do you say? LGBTQ kind of relationships, and he was not in acceptance to of himself only about being that. But with the chart and whatever session we had, he was very much at ease. Okay, this is what this is how my life is. And secondly, he had started his new business, and it was like, he was saying, I'm putting effort, and like something he said, I have to put more effort than I have to go. I said, no, but your chart is saying that things will happen not with your effort, but with your blessings, with Gurudev's blessings. So you focus on that. So then he shifted that thing about his work environment and his mindset. Then he says, okay, yeah, I can really do things better now. So that was the second person, how that guy got, direction and help with that one thing, that in your life, what is going to work more at this juncture is blessings rather than your own effort. And so then the another girl, yeah, she was a doctor, and she came to me and she was saying, I have to do further studies and all that and everything. And I was saying, no, you have to earn money. So I don't know why in that chart I looked at it, but the whole attention is going on income, you know. And then it came that what is happening is that in her house, all the problems that she's facing is because the family doesn't have any income, and they stop her from doing any other activity, whether it is art of living, whatever it is. And she's right now thinking of, acha main ye kar lun, wo kar lun, but not thinking of making money. So that thing, became clear that for her, that yes, the root cause is this right now in my life, that money is causing so many problems, so I should focus on this. So she got a better focus about where she should focus in her life. And then there was another uh, person, who I did the consultation for, and she said something, and she said, no, but my I have Rahu going on and something. And I looked at it, and I don't know what happened. I looked at some combinations, and I said, no, but your Rahu is good. And she said, yeah, exactly, this is what scanner told me. So we have those art of living scanners, they will also predict. And again, so few things that I told her about her, they were so spot on, and she was so much more relieved about whatever I told her. And then there was this last guy, who for him it was more of just his own acceptance. So he had certain things going on in his life, and then that acceptance became better for him, that okay, this is what it is. And I said, look, this is going to go on for 1 more year for sure, you can't run away from it. And then he was like, okay, tika, it's like this, is like this. So earlier I would never, do anything like this. Today, in fact, what happened is, there was one student, she did the course last week only, and she was such a bright student, and suddenly she is not showing up. And then I texted her today, and then she said, problems at family with mother, this, that. So I sent her an audio. I said, okay, I'll spend time with you. Maybe I'll also have a look at your chart. So, so the thing is that now I have another tool with me to help people out, whoever I want to help out. And plus, I'm thoroughly enjoying trying to make it in Excel, because it is allowing me to use my analytical skills in understanding it better, and also seeing how can I do it without writing a single line of code, and still having everything just based on Excel. So that is my forte, and I love to do it. So I have another project to do in terms of as far as Excel is concerned. So that's another thing that I got from it. In fact, you know what? I in between there was a time when I thought of doing a PhD, and at IIM Bangalore only. That's where I studied my MBA. And so in that interview, I had a discussion, and I said, I want to study the astrology part aspect. If it is saying it is so true, then maybe we kind of data science kind of thing, we can feed in everyone's data, and there should be something that surely should come out. Either it is completely meaningless, otherwise data should show up something. Maybe we feed in live events, everything, and there should be some commonality that should come up. That somehow didn't materialize. So, but yeah, now maybe with all this, who knows, maybe I could do something in that direction wherein I could just feed in lot of data and see if there is some kind of trends that are showing up in people's lives based on how their charts are. I think that's it, and I'm extremely thankful for such a amazing learning experience that I had, and the teachers were so sincere. I mean, beyond sincere, I would say. Every single day, each one of you, I would think that only we as art of living teachers, we are always sincere because we have a mission. We are not doing it as a, what do you say, uh, a job or anything. We go out of our way to do everything for our students and everything. And I experienced that same kind of flavor here with the teachers that are there teaching us. Yeah, so that's it. What else? Thank you. Thanks a lot.